guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be trying out the Fenty Beauty new Rihanna collection. I know you guys have seen a billion videos on this already and I'm so sorry I am late, but just to give you guys a little explanation as to what happened and why this is so late is because this came out the Friday before the hurricane, which was that weekend. So I meant to get everything in Sephora, but obviously we were dealing with the hurricane situation, so I never got to get my hands on it. I did pick up the foundation and the beauty sponge, but I had to kind of search for everything else. So I've been on like a mission in different Sephoras for the past week and I finally found everything that I wanted. I did not get the contour sticks because I just felt like I wouldn't use them on a regular basis, but let me just show you guys what I did use. But before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, and also hit that like button for me. I really appreciate it, and let's get started with the video. As you guys can see, I've already done my brows and I've primed my eyes already because I felt like I was going to use maybe one of the highlighters on my eyes, and that one is Trophy Wife. The reason why is because it's a really intense gold shade and I am going to work today, so I did pick up all the other highlighters and I want to probably try those. So I'm trying to figure out which way I'm going to do this because I do have 3 here. So let me show you guys. The first thing that I got is the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife. This is how it looks. Let me open it up. This is how this looks, and I plan to use this on my eyes. The reason why is because I did pick up 2 other highlighters that I'm going to use on my face. We're gonna try to figure out how we're gonna do this, but this one I got was Girl Next Door Chic Freak, and I also got Mean Money and Hustler Baby. And then I picked up the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Foundation. I get this a few days after the hurricane, so it has been sitting here for a while. I haven't tried it yet. And then also I picked up the primer, which I did get about, I think it was a day or 2 ago. The reason why I picked up the primer, at first I wasn't going to do it, but then I figured, you know what, if I'm gonna try the foundation, I want to try the primer with it to see how I like it. And I also picked up the beauty sponge that she had, so I haven't tried this either. Nothing here I have tried yet, just to let you guys know. And then the last thing I got was also the gloss bomb because I've heard this is so good. Now I haven't watched any videos on this. I know it's a little crazy, like there's a ton of videos out and I haven't watched any. I think I've only watched 1 video, and I know that's crazy because there are millions of videos out right now with her collection, but I tried to kind of stay a little bit away from it because I wanted to review it myself. You guys know that when I review stuff, I kind of steer away from watching other reviews on it until after I'm done, just because I want to give you guys my own perspective, not something that I have watched previously. So with that being said, I am going to start on the face first, and I'm going to be using the Pro Filt'r, and this is their Instant Retouch Primer. When I did see the packaging on like images on Instagram and stuff, I was like, oh, it does look a little cheap looking, but not the case at all. When you feel this and when you see it in person, it definitely is not cheap. This is very heavy, I have to tell you, and the packaging is really pretty. So it has a pump with it, so I'm just going to pump a little bit on the back of my hand, and it's gonna take a second because I haven't used this. And it's like more of a pink shade, which I was expecting kind of like a white clear shade, but it's more of a pink shade. And then I'm just going to put this all over my face. My first impression is that it is really smooth, and it's nice, smooth, lightweight, and again, it doesn't have like that silicone-y feel to it. I'm kind of steering away from those type of primers, but I noticed this feels so good on the skin, and it also blurred out any like kind of pores or anything like that, and also gave my texture a little bit like of a smoother feel, like, so that feels good. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with the foundation. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with the foundation now, and I'm just going to read on the box what it says. It says medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air. So I got mine's in 230. I think I could have gotten 240, but they didn't have it when I went to pick up my foundation. Basically, they were all out of everything. And I also got the sponge, which it feels really soft. It actually feels softer than a beauty blender, but it's shaped differently as well. So I think I'm going to use probably this side for my foundation and maybe this side for the concealer. I'm just gonna dot this all over my face. And if it's too light, that's okay, because I am going to use bronzer, so that's fine. But I haven't used this yet, and I'm curious to find out because I have seen that everybody is loving it. But I'm funny about my foundations. You know, there's certain foundations that I only wear, and you guys know this. You guys know my favorite is going to be my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I'm going to venture out a little bit more and find foundations that I really like. I'm going to use this flat side for the foundation. It just seems like it makes a little bit more sense. So I'm just going to buff this in. The coverage is really nice. Like, it just covers any imperfections or any dark spots that I have or anything, and it's really nice. It actually is really matte, so it dries down to a nice matte finish. I want to build it up just a little bit more. Not that I need a whole lot, but I think I want to just build it up just a little bit more. So I'm just going to put the foundation on the sponge and just blend in a little bit more just to build it up. So I think the match is pretty okay for right now. The 240 probably would match me a little bit better, but I'm not as tan as I was a couple of weeks ago, so it's not horrible. But I just want to put a little bit more right here because I feel like I still see a little bit of the redness. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more right on this spot. So I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl concealer, and this one is in Porcelain. Then I'm just going to go in with the Fenty sponge. The sponge works really nice. I'm just used to having that pointed tip with my beauty blender, so I just have to kind of like just squeeze it and just blend it in like that. So now I'm just going to take my Airspun powder and I'm just going to bake underneath the eyes. And I'm going to use the flat side to do that with because I just feel like that'll work a whole lot better. So now I'm just going to go in with my Makeup Geek Medium Skin Bronzer. This one is in Tawny, and I'm just going to contour. And I'm also using a Real Techniques brush. My contour was a little harsh, so I just hit my face with a little bit of my MAC Studio Fix powder. Going right into the eyes, I am going to take my Huda Beauty palette, and I am going to be taking this shade right here in Sandalwood. Like I told you guys before, I am going to be using Trophy Wife on my lids, just because, like I said, I did get like a few of these highlighters, and I don't want to go to work looking crazy with all these highlighters on my face, so I want to try it out. So I'm just going to go in with that shade Sandalwood right in my crease. Now just going in with henna, and I'm just going to blend that into the crease as well. And I'm not going to be doing a whole lot with my eye just because I want Trophy Wife to stand out a little bit more. I'm just going to put this on the outer corner and then blend it right into the crease. Okay guys, so I got you guys in a little bit closer because I want you to see how this looks on the lid. So this is Trophy Wife. This is how it looks. It's very gold. And I'm just going to get a brush and place this on my lid. I think I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild brush and just take a little bit of this and just place it on the lid. See, yeah, that's super pigmented. It almost looks like it's like glitter, but I'm not getting any fallout, nothing at all. Which is really surprising because I would normally get fallout if I put glitter like this and I did my face first. I would definitely get some fallout. I would use this as a highlight, but like I said, I would definitely use a lighter hand because this is really pretty on the lid. This is really intense, but it's really pretty. Like I mean, honestly, like if I put this on my cheeks, I think it might be just a little bit too much for a highlight for my skin complexion, but on darker skin tones, it probably looks beautiful. But I'm not opposed to using it as a highlight just because I really like a nice beaming highlight. But I love this on my eyes as well. It looks really good. I didn't even have to put a lot, and you guys see I have like no fallout hardly. It's like very little right here. I'll just go in and dust that off, and while I'm at it, let me just dust all this off. But I got no fallout, like nothing at all, which is really good. I'm gonna take the shade Man Eater, and I'm just gonna take that shade and put it on my outer corner here and just blend it in a little bit. I will do my lashes. I'll do them off camera, but I am going to be using this Pure Cosmetics Fully Charged Mascara, and I'm just going to coat my lashes. So quickly going back into the face before I throw on my lashes, I'm going to be using this new e.l.f. blush, and this one is in Glow. This one was sent to me and I haven't used it yet. So I'm just going to take this little brush out because, you know, we're not going to use that. And I'm just going to take this Wet n Wild brush and apply this to the cheeks. So I'm going to go in. I have Girl Next Door and also Chic Freak. And then this one is Hustler Baby and Mean Money. So I'm going to go in with Hustler Baby and Mean Money first. And this is the packaging, really classy, really pretty. I love it. So this is how it looks inside, and this is Hustler Baby and this is Mean Money. So I think I'm gonna go in with Hustler Baby right on the cheekbones. So let's put this on the cheeks, and I'm using like a really light hand, as you guys can tell, but that is Hustler Baby. Like, that's really nice. It's a gold highlight, so if you don't like gold, you're probably not going to like this. And you know what? I think I'm gonna mix in Mean Money as well with that. Yeah, that's really pretty. You guys could definitely see this like a mile away. Now I want to go in actually with the other highlighter, and this one is Girl Next Door and Chic Freak, and I'm going to use this down the bridge of my nose. Again, the packaging is the same, really chic, really pretty, and this is how it looks. I personally feel like this is more of a peachy highlight, and I'm just going to take both of these and just put it down my nose. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques. This is their, what is this? This is their highlight brush, I guess. I don't know, but I've had this for a while. And I'm just going to take Chic Freak. And oh, I was ready to put it on my cheeks, so I'm just gonna go down my nose a little bit, and then I'm also gonna go in with Girl Next Door. So this is definitely more of a peachy shade, which I don't mind. I really like. I like peachy, pinky tones on my complexion as far as highlighters go. I like gold, peach, and pink for some reason. It looks really nice on my skin tone, but this is really pretty too. I know everybody's favorite is Hustler Baby and Mean Money, but I really like this one as well too. I feel like this will look good too on lighter skin tones as well. So this is how that looks. So it's very peachy, as you guys notice, but I feel like I'm super highlighted right now. Okay guys, so I just finished off the eye look. I just used the same shades on the bottom to smoke it out, and in the inner corner I put Hustler Baby. So now I'm gonna go in with the lip gloss, and I'm gonna use my MAC Strip Down pencil, just because this is the most like nude pencil I have, which I feel like it's not gonna give me a lot of color. I always use a lip liner even if I'm using gloss, because I just feel like everything looks better. And like I said, this one is MAC Strip Down Pencil. So this is how the gloss looks, and I'm really excited to try this because I just feel like this was the hardest for me to find in any of the stores. I finally found it in JCPenney Sephora. I feel like people forget about that, so that's why there was a lot of them left there. When I went, there was a good amount. There was about 20-25 left. So I finally got to pick up mine because this was the product that was sold out the first, I believe, in a lot of stores. And this one is called Fenty Glow. This is their Gloss Bomb. I feel like this shade will look really pretty on so many skin tones. It's a really nude, natural gloss. So to finish off the look, I'm just going to set my face with this Too Faced 3-in-1 Primer Spray. Okay guys, so this is the finished look, and honestly I have to say I love everything, and that's a first for me because you guys know when I review stuff and it's kind of like a collection, that there's stuff that I don't like and stuff that I really do like. I honestly really like this. I really like the foundation. I really like the primer. I also like the beauty blender as well, and as you guys can tell, I cleaned it. I'm really OCD when it comes to that. I like all my beauty blenders to be clean, but I really like her beauty sponge, and I liked all the highlighters. So there's nothing that I really don't like. I didn't touch base on like how many shades she came out with the foundation and things like that, because I figure you guys probably know all that info, and I will put all that info in the description bar down below for you guys. You guys probably know she came out with a ton of shade ranges as far as her foundation goes, which I can appreciate that because I feel like everybody will find their shade in this collection. And I heard that she's coming out with a palette on, I think it's October 13th, so be prepared. I will be reviewing that as well. So yeah, so I loved everything. Don't have anything to say negative about the brand. I really am impressed that she came out with such high quality items, and I can really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to more products that she comes out with. Before I go, I just want to touch base with you guys really quickly on how hard it is for me to do videos at this point in time, just because everything is happening with as far as these events in Mexico and in Puerto Rico. It really is hard for me to sit here and do videos on makeup. I did this because I'm trying to keep a little bit of some normalcy going on, and obviously we have to go on with our daily lives, but just because everything is going on in the world, and I just want you guys to keep those people in your prayers and in the back of your minds as well. So I will be listing down below in my description bar some places where you guys can go and donate. I know there's a lot of places just taking a lot of food right now, diapers, toiletries, things like that. So I will be listing that down below for you guys. So just remember to keep everybody in your thoughts and your prayers going forward. And like I said, we do have to move forward on our daily lives, but we just always want to acknowledge those that are going through these things. And yeah, so if you guys can donate anything, just go down below. I will put a list of places that you guys can donate to. So with that being said, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and also give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.